Need the message.
Okay, hello everyone. Good to see you again. So this Luxon Hotel is lucky for us, for Pro Media, because everyone who's done a press, every one of our VDPs who's done a press con here, they won rounds. So it's only fitting that Yana Aduana, who's been with us since Miss Fit, has been with Tito Raj and KF for a while now, does her press con here. Yana should have a crown already by now. That's why I'm, thrilled that she is now on the verge of taking her first big crown. She works very hard. If you remember her last pageant, she went to 30 municipalities, 30 locations, and did 30 videos there. And I think that's a testament to the hard work that Yana does. She's Pro Media, we're all about holistic beauty, holistic fitness. But if you take holism to the next level, it's about interconnectedness. The connection of beauty, the connection of fitness, the connection of mind, heart, and body, but also connection to nature. And Ileana's visit to 30 locations in Laguna is symbolic of how important it was for her to connect to the different locations and the nature of those locations in Laguna. When we say Ileana is an epitome of holistic beauty, it's because she's the complete package. She's brains, she's beauty, she's a medical technologist, which I think is a scientist. She has the face, she has the Pro Media fitness, she has a love for education, and through her foundation, her educational advocacy, she endeavors to teach about the environment also to the children of her foundation. I don't think there's any candidate in Miss Philiippines Earth who is as complete as Yana Aduana. She represents Siniloan, and Siniloan is known for waterfalls. And despite falling short in the last pageant, she is continuing. She's unstoppable like a waterfall. She's just going to continue to go for her dreams and win her big crown. And I think she represents the tree that is representative of her that she chose is the coconut tree, which is, again, they call it the tree of life. It is the most complete. It's the source of nutrition and food and housing and building. So again, a symbol of what Ileana is, a complete package, multi-dimensional, and that's what a Pro Media beauty queen is. So I'd like to thank you all for coming. I'd like to thank your team, and I'd like to thank KF, Tito Raj. We're here right now, Ileana is here right now because of all of us. It takes a village, right? But at the end of the day, it's really Ileana's hard work. Visiting all those locations, those locations of nature, 30, planting 20 trees. She's a workhorse. And I think by April 29, all the hard work will pay off. We're so proud of her, and let's just wait and see her take the crown. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Paul, for that inspiring message. And without further ado, everyone representing Siniloan City, Laguna in Miss Philiippines Earth 2023, let's welcome Yana Marie Aduana!
Wait lang, naiyak ko dun sa message ni Sir Paul. Joke lang. Wait, I'm Yana Marie Aduana, your Miss Philippines Earth, Sinaloa, Laguna. First of all, I would just like to say thank you, syempre, to every one of you, my media friends, for coming here today. I know that it's a holiday, but you chose to be here with me today, so thank you. And of course, to my pro media family, Miss Jam, Sir Paul, Sir Pao, Coach, although they aren't here today, but I know that they have been very supportive of me ever since, and thank you, my pro media family, for making this press con happen. Naiyak talaga.
Kasi mahal ka namin.
Thank you. And of course, to my Tito Rog, my Kagandahang Flores family, thank you to the Gio, my core team, Mami AJ, Mami Ken, Mami Jabby, Kuya Nico, and then everyone in my core team, especially also my team Yan in Laguna, Kuya Lem. They have been there since day one. They have been filming me ever since, and every step of the way, doing my 30 Halina Laguna project, and then just this year for my stint in Miss Philiipines Earth, we visited 20 barangays of Sinaloa and Laguna, and we also filmed that one when I planted one coconut tree in each. So we'll be showing you the video also later, no? And thank you again, and also my family and friends. Thank you so much, and let me go ahead and quickly take you to a little trip down memory lane for my pageant journey, because my pageant journey has really been a very much of a whirlwind of amazing experiences. As most of you know, I joined Miss Philippines Earth way back in 2021. I didn't have any pageant experience back then, no pageant camp, little to no knowledge about the pageantry experience or the pageantry world at all. But all I know was that I had a huge experience and a rich experience of living the zero waste and a sustainable lifestyle, as well as the big heart for the environment. Hi, Miss Mai and Miss Precious. Of course, I would like to thank them too. They're part of the NP organization. They've been very supportive of me and my journey ever since then. And so let me go ahead again and go back to the trip. So ayun, I joined Miss Philippines Earth in 2021 with just an amazing experience. Also, it's my experience of living the zero waste and a sustainable lifestyle, as well as the big heart for the environment that pushed me to join Miss Philippines Earth. And unfortunately, I didn't win the crown, but I know that as a first-timer, basically a nobody, at the same time, as a self-taught candidate, I was ultimately grateful because Miss Philippines Earth saw through me and my capacity and still give me a runner-up finish. So I was ultimately grateful. And a few weeks after that, I received the call. I feel like I've already told you the story about how I received the call a few weeks after the MPE 21 coronation. It was a colleague of Tito Rog. He called me, and he took me under his legendary wing after that. And we've been training since then. And so I joined Miss Philippines a few weeks after that. And I won the title and the crown. It was most likely like a redemption for my Miss Philippines Earth 2021 journey. But more than winning the crown and the sash of Miss Philippines, I won a greater reward and a greater prize. And you know what that is? The support of my Pro Media family. Because they have been very supportive of me ever since. And in 2022, I became a Binibini naman. And you guys have been there for me since then, no? And I value and I treasure you all because you've been with my Binibini Philippines journey ever since. So I treasure you all. And we all know that I finished in the top 12. Also was able to bag the face of Binibini. And although I may not have won a crown, I know that I was able to win the hearts of many, many Filipino people across the globe. So I'm ultimately grateful for that. And also, the same kind of people who are rallying behind me, those same people who are rooting for me, who are clamoring for me for this year, are the same people that I am tapping to help me out with my environmental initiatives, as well as, the environmental actions that I have been doing for the past few weeks. And they're also the same people that I tap in to join my seminars and Like what I mentioned earlier, I've been doing the seminars here recently. I've been conducting the seminars on 17 Sustainable Development Goals and their interconnectedness to the environment. And also tapping them, the part of the LGBTQIA+ community, the children, the elderly, the barangay officials, all the LGU, all the people that I can tap in to help me out with my environmental initiatives. But at the same time, they're also the same people who I tap into to also help me empower and support my first love, which is Miss Philippines Earth. And the reason why Miss Philippines Earth has a very, very special place in my heart, it is because they saw through me and my capabilities. Even if I was a nobody back then, they placed me as their runner-up, so I was ultimately grateful for them. And that is the reason why I came back to them now. And now, through my hard work, my commitment, my passion, and my purpose, I'm ready to give back to them, and I'm ready to be called the Queen for the Earth. Thank you.
Yay! Congratulations, Yana. And also, I'd just like to acknowledge Kuya JR from Live Inside. And syempre, diretso na tayo sa ating Q&A portion. To start with, asan na yung pinaka-first round? First pa natin, Rolly Curioso. Pag-ikot na lang din mga media friends yung ating mic.
Good afternoon. Hello, Yana. Best of luck to you. Okay. I love you. Kaya wali ko ako. Kasi alam mo na, pag nag-deceiver na. Okay. About a year ago, you entered in one of the national pageants in the country. This year, you are back with Miss Philippines Earth, an eco-warrior, and trying for the title of Miss Philippines. As a pageant aspirant, how do you adjust from one pageant to another? Since these big pageants are very much different when it comes to process and advocacy.
It is true that different pageants have their own standard requirements and their own, own guidelines on how they're going to promote their delegates. But for me, I'm just really being myself. I'm just really being authentic and staying true to my transcendental qualities. And I've been telling people about my transcendental qualities because I feel like this is really my foundation in the world of pageantry. I'm committed, I'm passionate, and I'm purposeful. And I try my best as much as I can to apply those transcendental qualities in every pageant that I join in so that I can leave a lasting legacy of being a genuine queen. Because after all, that is the reason why I joined pageantry, to leave a lasting legacy and for people to know that I'm really genuine about the things that I do.
Wow, ganda naman. Anyway, my second question. By profession, you are a licensed medical laboratory scientist and drug analyst. Can you briefly explain to us your job and how it helps the promotion and conservation of our natural resources? By profession, you are a licensed medical laboratory scientist and drug analyst. Can you briefly explain to us your job and how it helps in the promotion and conservation of our natural resources?
Oh yeah, so I've been telling people about this one. I'm actually a licensed medical laboratory scientist and a certified drug analyst. In the Philippines, it is simply known as registered medical technologies. Registered medical technologist. So I am basically a scientist also by profession. And the reason why is because I am also equipped with research, science, and also technological advancements. So if I may just quickly share with you, the reason why being a scientist really is an equipment to help fight climate change is through my own experience. When I was an undergrad, I actually came up with a research. I came up with a natural preservative in substitution for the chemical preservatives that are being used in the laboratory, in the hospital setting. So I was able to come up with something out of nothing to be able to help out not only the medical field but also the environment. And that is something that I want also for other scientists out there, other eco-warriors out there to take inspiration from. Because with our own little ways and also with our own strong points, we can really come up with a solution to help out and also to be progressive. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Saan na lang ako na? Okay, you are one of the front runner this year. Sabihin na natin, you are the front runner. Hindi mo bilhin na sa mga feedback at saka ng press presentation. So, as a front runner, may place ba sa sarili mo maging complacent or everyday lumalaban ka pa rin? I mean, hindi ka tumutulong, ipakita yung best mo.
Well, I actually personally know myself to be a person who's never complacent. And a lot of people who are very close to me know that, like what Sir Paul mentioned, I'm really a workhorse. And actually, when we were still, coming up with the things or the pasabos that I'm going to do for this year, I told Mommy AJ, it is my plan to go again to all 20 barangays of Sinaloa and Laguna, and I want to be able to do something, offer something new to the table. He was like, hindi ka ba napapagod? Aren't you getting tired of all the traveling and all the roaming around or moving around? You're already there. Maybe you want to lay low. But I was like, no, I really want to do this. I want to be able to offer something new again to the table. So I'm never really the complacent person. And it is actually very overwhelming, but in a very good way, that people see me as a front runner. But like what I've been telling people to, I don't want to see myself as a front runner. Rather, I want to see myself together with the other girls and the other eco sisters as front runners for helping fight climate change, and that is the best way to approach it. So that is what I've been living on for the past few days.
Wow, prepared ka na talaga. Okay, see you! Okay, thank you very much. At susunod ay si Mark Norman.
Ano naman meron naman?
Hello, Yana. Hello, Yana.
Hello, I love you, Norman.
Yana, well, of course, Nolly said you're a front runner. I would instead say that you might do a category this year, meaning the highest title is already in the bag for you and everyone else is aiming to become elemental queens. But that's the kind of pressure that a person like me would not want for myself. But what do I know? I'm not a really queen. How about you? How do you take that?
Well, first of all, you are a queen of your own, Tita Norman.
A organized queen.
Everyone is a queen of their own, so. Well, it is definitely a pressure, especially that it is now my second time to go back to Miss Philiippines Earth. But I handle that kind of pressure in a very good way. I take that as my, my solid ground to improve more on a day-to-day basis. And since I am never a complacent person and I have these transcendental qualities backing me up with that, I do that to help me be empowered and to take on the good pressure that I am facing right now in this pageant.
Love it when you're using those big words. Transcendental. All right, second question. I've noticed in Borna, recycled jeans, recycled burlap sack, recycled home shells. Whose idea was it? Is it like, okay, I know that you're clean, that's the favorite, but what are your inputs in the way you have been styled so far?
It is actually a team effort. Every one of us, we are contributing our brains and creative juices with every outfit that I present out. But most importantly, it is because I have been practicing the zero waste and a sustainable lifestyle ever since I was in high school. So it's just very fitting for me to tell my team that let's go sustainable this time around. I want to be able to bring something new to the table, and I feel like bringing the sustainable lifestyle that I have been living and also incorporating it with the OOTDs that I am presenting to all of you may be the best way to be able to strengthen that. At the same time, it is a good way to also show the people, as a beauty queen, OOTDs are very much important. And a lot of people look up to us. So through wearing this kind of sustainable outfits, I hope to also inspire them to do the same.
Yeah, Rachel from Manila Center. I'm here. Yana, how meaningful for you at umanap ang mong gold medal sa sub-contest contests na Miss Philippines Earth, like itong first presentation, and then Miss Philippines Pro, and foreign kaplan, ano pa yung iba na napanalunan mo? And gaano kami full itong mga sub-contest na napanalunan mo para sa iyo?
It is ultimately meaningful beyond words because I know that I wasn't only the one who won it, but also the entire team behind me, the managers who have been supporting me, and all of you, you are contributory to the gold medals that I have won because you guys have been the ones who have been picking it. So I'm really grateful for all of you, and I'm just really grateful to have impressed all of my best friends for the past few days, and I hope to continue doing so. Thank you.
Sobrang pleasant ng feedback ng video ng first presentation, like yung sa post ko, and then even mga post posted siya, almost 100% positive. Yan, ano yung preparation na ginagawa mo everyday? I know that it's natural for you to get noticed by the people, pero paano mo siya nagagawang precise and very much prepared?
I am preparing these days like holistically in terms of my fitness, in terms of my Q&A, my public communication. But actually for the past few days, I've been adding something new, which is personality development. So that's something new that, you know, it's my first time to take up that kind of training. Because in the Nibini, I didn't take that. And I've actually learned a lot in my personality development training on how to really properly present myself to people. Because I feel like it's just very fitting. Because a lot of things are happening, especially in the pageant world. And, you know, I just want to be really perfect this time around. At the same time, be level-headed.
Last question. What can we expect from you from preliminaries and the coronation night of Miss Philippines Earth 2020?
A lot of good things actually for my preliminaries and also my coronation. I want to keep a tight lip on this one, so we can sustain the momentum and all the the surprises for those days. But I hope that you continuously support me, and we promise to give you the best that we can to offer. So thank you, and I hope that you also support the Miss Philippines Earth pageant pages, social media platforms, so you will also be, updated with all of our pageant activities. Let's support Miss Philippines Earth. This is a Filipino-born pageant, so something to be really grateful for being a Filipino.
Thanks so much and best of luck.
Thank you po, Sir Ika.
Isang mga kaligasang hapon, ako si Armin Nadina mula sa Philippine Daily Inquirer. Hi Yana, a lot of people were expecting you to join another pageant after your BBB stage or return to the BBB stage. So why did you choose to return to the Miss Philippines Earth pageant? What is it about this pageant that attracted you again?
Miss Philippines Earth is really my first love, and you know that saying, the heart wants what it wants. So I feel like this is the time now, and like what I mentioned earlier in my introduction, after the awarding or the announcement of winners during Miss Philippines Earth 2021, I really told my team, we are going to go back to Miss Philippines Earth because this is really where my heart is. And I've been very genuine about this since day one. I could have chosen other pageants out there. I could have chosen to join a pageant where I'm very much comfortable about. But I chose this one because I'm just hardworking and I'm very much committed. And I feel like those qualities that I have, speak so much about being a Miss Philippines Earth. And they need, the organization is in need of a woman, of a queen who has those same qualities. And I'm just super ready to offer myself to them.
How do you plan to use the crown? What kind of a Miss Philippines Earth winner can we expect you to become?
An effective, hardworking, committed, passionate, and a purposeful one na hindi mapapagod kahit anong ibigay na activity.
Very well said, Miss Ilona Laguna. The best of luck to you.
Yana, Ezo John, nag-aas lang yung mga viewers, ano daw ang bewon?
Ang bewon ko po ay 22. yes, actually, I still get pressured. I still get nervous every time I step out, especially during activities and presentation. But I actually offset that kind of nervousness with preparations. So I try as much as I can to pack my everyday, my day-to-day schedules with so many trainings equally to offset that kind of nervousness. So I'll be ready for when I go out and step out in the pageant stage too.
When we see you kasi yan, you're so confident, lakas ng energy mo, yung vibe mo. So, ask lang namin, how do you take care of yourself? Kasi alam natin ang hectic ng schedule ng Miss Philippines Earth.
Well, I meditate a lot too, and I pray a lot too for the past few days. I've never been a very, a religious person or a very prayerful person, but for the past few weeks, I've been praying. Not only so I can succeed for this journey, but in order for me to really, succeed for the crown and also for the people who are really looking up to me and who have been very supportive of me since day one. And that's how I take care of myself, especially that I also have to keep up to the pro media standards of holistic fitness. So it's just fitting for me to eat all the good food and also exercise a lot. Thank you.
As a scientist, what systematic measures can you do to avert climate change?
As a scientist, we are actually equipped with research, science, and technological advancement. And I'm actually very proud that I have set up a meeting with the Department of Education so I can also relate my advocacy to them. I told them that I am a scientist and maybe one day soon we can actually equip the children these days with science and Earth Education Day where they can be equipped to and they will know the value of these technological advancements that we have right now. Because after all, we have to take advantage of the gifts that we have now so that we can help out and fight climate change. And this is something that we should really be grateful for. And as a scientist, I've been equipping myself too with the newest researches and just always reading and doing scientific researches so that I can also share that to other people. Because I have this platform as a beauty queen and as a scientist, and I always aim to inspire other people with that kind of platform that I am utilizing.
Again, as a scientist, do you believe that we should be in a panic mode? We should be in a panic mode regarding climate change.
Actually, yes. Because scientifically, we have already been given a 2030 deadline. It is by United Nations. This is something to be really scared about. We are now at the herd locker stage. It is now, our world is now at cold red alert status. So this is something that we should really be scared of. But the reason why we are gathered up around here is to bring about that kind of information. And the reason why I've been conducting seminars for the past few days is to really make people aware of the repercussions of their actions so that they will start to take action and to, reverse course if needed and also change their lifestyle and also their mindset. So we have to take advantage of these kind of meetings and also these seminars to create change. Thank you.
Yana.
Yes, sir.
Sir, marami dito at tinog ka na for a crown and at your 30. Do you think that there's still some room for improvements na kinakailangan mong gawin? And ano yun?
Definitely yes. There are still a lot of improvements for me because I'm never the complacent person, but I'm also never the perfect person. So there is always a room for improvement. That's why on a day-to-day basis, I pack myself with trainings, all the schedules, that I have all the free schedules to do something for myself and for the improvement of myself. And actually, just after this press conference, I'll be having a Q&A training, at the same time a pastorella training, late night. So I'm I'm just proud to say that I'm really hardworking and I do not take anything for granted. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Tita.
Hello, Yana. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I have 2 questions for you. My first question is, Miss Philiippines Earth is a national pageant. For most of us, we think that this is a pageant that's predictable. This is a pageant na medyo alam na namin kung sino yung umahaliba. Parang hindi naman kami umapaya taon-taon. How do you stay grounded and how do you stay humble knowing that you're surrounded by people who support you? You're also surrounded by fans who are really pushing you to be the next Miss Philippines Earth. So all positive things are surrounding you. How do you stay grounded and humble?
I actually stay true to my core values and my strengths. Again, like my transcendental qualities of commitment, my passion, and my purpose, and really cementing it with consistency and sincerity, so that as I go along, I stay grounded, I stay humble within me, because I know that I'm actually not sure if Miss Philippines Earth is predictable, because anything can happen, anyone can perform. But what makes me stay grounded are my core values and how I am super motivated and how I am goal-driven, focus-driven all throughout the journey and focused on winning the crown. That's why I do all the trainings and the preparations too. As well as, going around the sectors of Laguna conducting seminars. I expose myself to the community, and those people that I get to be with, those people that I surround myself with, are the same people who motivate me to focus on the goal. Thank you.
So my next question for you is about your old PDs, because as you know, I'm also someone who really talks about fashion. Now, you're really pushing for sustainability, but I noticed that these clothes are made to fit you. How sustainable are all of these creations? Will they be mass-produced? Will they be produced in limited quantities? Because these clothes items you already own, or are these bought to be made into new items?
Well, it is actually a mix of a lot of things, but mostly the ground is, of course, sustainability. And we all know that when I was reading, of course, I have to read a lot about the different industries and the different sectors, because I conduct seminars all over Laguna, and I have many audience to inject my knowledge to them. So I realized that the fast fashion is actually the thirstiest industry that are needing a lot of water resources. So I steer away, and I shy away from the fast fashion. And that is why instead of using, the fast fashion items, at the same time, my stylists actually have a lot of pieces in their wardrobe. So we make use of that. And instead of using the rhinestones, instead of using the gems, we make use of the sustainable items. For example, the CDs, the mop, the tahong. Those are much sustainable options, because we can all understand that we have a lot of options out there, the gems, the stones, all of those. But if we can always regulate our use of that and opt for the sustainable route, then it is already a tangible proof that you are doing something for the environment, and that is what we are most proud of. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, Yana. My name is Kim from the Leadership. So, what did you do and where did you spend your whole week?
I actually went back to my province. As most of you know, I am from Sinaloa, Laguna, but we also have a house in Rizal. So I spent my time there with my family, and I spent the whole week there with my family.
Okay, and the next question is, what did you enjoy most about and what have you learned so far?
Honestly, just the most precious time of spending it with my family during the game night. I've missed them so much, and for the past few weeks, I've been really focused on the Miss Philippines Earth journey, on my trainings, and I was able to have a time with them. But because of the 4 days that we were together, I was able to reconnect to them and also told them about the journey and the progress of my pageant career, and they're just super excited for me for this journey.
And last question, what's the secret with the Tape 22 waistline? what's the secret with the T22 waistline?
It would have to be discipline, cemented with consistency. That will be.
All right. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you. Hello po.
Hi, Yana. It's Christian from the Grand Philippines. Congratulations in advance. My question is, kasi you've been mentioning that you're not complacent on all aspects of the competition. You're very hard work and we can see that. I just want to know what's the last thing that you think about each night.
The question that always pops up in my head at the end of the night is, have I done enough? Because since I'm a hardworking person, I always want to be able to impress other people too with the things that I'm doing, especially that I want to be able to leave a lasting legacy of something as I go along this journey for the crown. So that's it. I always think about, have I done enough? So if not, then I'll be doing something tomorrow that will add to that. Thank you.
Right. Last question is, what is the true meaning of the crown for you?
The true meaning of the crown for me is doing something for the environment and being able to leave a lasting legacy and impact, not for myself alone, but also for the people who are inhabiting the earth. I've always been the type of person who is very genuine with the things that she does. I am that person, and since I've been living with zero waste and a sustainable lifestyle ever since, that is the legacy that I want to impart to other people. And that's also the same reason why I've been very much ardent in conducting seminars and also inspiring people, injecting knowledge to them, especially to the children, because we owe it to them. The children are the future generation, and they are the linebackers and the pioneers. That is why they're also the reason why I'm very much ardent about everything. Thank you.
Juliana, how are you?
I'm really excited for your question.
I have a good question for you. So everyone is asking you, of course, about Miss Philiippines Earth. I'm really confident for you. I have a very good feeling. So I'm actually going to ask you something a little further in the future. I just had a conversation the other day with Miss Karen Vasco. The Philippines had just won the Miss Earth crown 3 times in the last 10 years. How confident are you of bringing back the 4th crown for the Philippines within the same span of time?
I would have to say I'm confident, but only because I work hard and because of my commitment. And I wouldn't have been able to be here, standing in front of you today, or sitting in front of you today, without my managers, without without all of the people behind me, my bosses. And I wouldn't be here because of my transcendental qualities. So I'm just very much confident because of those aspects. But me alone, I wouldn't be able to do it. So I'm just very grateful for you all. Thank you.
Hi, Yana.
Hello, Sir Jay.
Congratulations in advance. And my question for you is, how is Yana today as the candidates of Miss Philiippines Earth?
I'm very happy. A lot of people notice that I'm a much fun person now. And I don't know why, but I feel like a lot of people have been telling me I'm more fun, I'm a little more nonchalant than usual. And I feel it is because of the personality development trainings that I've been doing. At the same time, really surrounding myself with the most positive people that I can be around with. So I'm just really enjoying the journey and really doing all the hard works and all the commitment, all the passion and the purpose within me to still, at the same time, I'm fun, but still hardworking enough to win the crown. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. Yeah, so first off, for Pageant Philippines. Yana, we've been claiming your victory for the Miss Philiippines Earth, right? So, should you be given an opportunity once you're crowned as Miss Philiippines Earth, should you be given an opportunity to somehow ask by the organization to somehow propose any changes to be done in the organization, what would that be?
I'm actually very grateful that Miss Philiippines Earth had done its, they are perfect. The organization itself is already very perfect. But, you know, if I were to add something to the table, I would have to say, I would love to use the platform and the crown to be able to do more and more projects. Because we can never have more projects. And if we add more projects to what they're offering to us now, then it will really contribute to something more progressive and more transformative, not only for the organization or the Queens alone, but also for all the inhabitants of the Earth. And those are the things all the people can really benefit from.
Hello, Yana. My question is, granting that you are the newly appointed PENR Secretary, what pressing problems on environment and natural resources that you will prioritize to solve with your team?
I would have to say deforestation. And I feel like it's very much fitting, especially that the theme for this year of Miss Philiippines Earth is about trees. At the same time, in Region 4A, in my municipality, deforestation is still very widespread. And it is a very disheartening reality. So what I want to propose is that perform or sustainable reforestation, get rid of deforestation, and promote as well afforestation. If I were to become DNR secretary, I would have to promote those and also educate people about the importance of trees so that they will build up their own intrinsic motivation, because trees aren't just ornaments. They are the instruments of life progression as well as climate amelioration. So we have to be able to protect all the trees and the forests that we have in this lifetime. Because after all our actions are in connection with every decision that we make across all time and place. And we have to ask ourselves at the end of the day, do we want a dead planet? Do we want the dead trees? Because we don't want that. And so we have to start taking action now.
My question for you is, you're the most popular candidate for this year's Miss Philiippines Earth. Is it an advantage or disadvantage for you?
Before I answer that, I would just like to say thank you to you, Mr. Pets, also to Eventology.
6.7 million views.
I feel like the reason why I got the blue check verification on IG is because of you.
Wow!
So thank you. Okay, Gucci ka lang. Anyway, popularity, of course, in most pageantry is very much important. Not only for the girls alone, but because the popularity and the fame that they come with can also inspire other people. Now, I've built up my connection, I've built up my fan base, as well as people looking up to me. And the reason why it is an advantage for me is because I also get to tap them to attend my seminars. The reason why I am very much grateful for my followers too is because they can also help me tap, use the platform that I have to also support and empower Miss Philiippines Earth pageant. And now more than ever, we need to empower the kind of pageants that are very much relevant and very much fitting, because we are all inhabitants of the Earth and we are all going to benefit from it. And not only the queens who are going to be crowned will benefit from it, but all of us who are here on this planet. Thank you.
Okay, what are you most afraid of sa finals night?
I am most afraid of tripping. That is why, of course, I tell my team that I want to be able to practice the gown first before I step out on that. I want to be able to, definitely practice the gown first. Because actually, I'm very much afraid of tripping and nothing more than that. Because I know that I've been preparing for every other stuff out there. So tripping is basically a very unpredictable thing. It may be unforeseen, but it's completely predictable. Thank you.
Thank you so much, media friends. Palapakan niyo naman! Nag-intelligent si Ramsey yan. Siyempre, question din mo. Question ito, Yana, sa Miss Philiippines Earth. Gusto ko makuha kung ano yung answer mo dito. If ever that you're given a chance to give a slogan for this year's competition in Miss Philiippines Earth, what would that be and why?
make things happen. I've always known myself to be the girl who always wants to make things happen. And I do it through my own causes. I do it through my qualities of being committed and passionate. I always want to be able to make things happen. And that is why I also utilize this platform to help out and to inspire other people to do it too. Because I need you more than ever. I need all of you to make a stand, make an impact, and make the green change happen. It all starts now. Let's make things happen.
Hey, thank you. And last but not least,